Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gents, welcome back to a brand new Blitzbox video right here on the Blitzwinger channel. And of course, if you don't know what Blitzbox is, well, it is basically a series whereby we go into the Disney Infinity 3.0 toy box mode and we built our own toy box. Now, usually we are actually on the outside building out things, but now we are going to be spending the next few episodes, as I mentioned before, in the interior, working on the inside of our Blitz box. I'm actually thinking that we're probably going to be in the interior for the next episode and maybe even the one after that. And then the second to last episode, we are most likely going to spend outdoors, finishing out our outdoors part of the Blitz box. So, with that being said, what are we working on today? Well, we're currently working our way through the different designs that we are building out for our different Marvel characters. We have begun building out some rooms for our Guardians of the Galaxy characters, and at this point we have three characters taken care of. So we have Rocket and Groot's room, we have Drax's room, and today we're going to finish out the two other Guardians members, and that is, of course, Gamora and Star-Lord. So, first and foremost, what we will get to working on is redesigning the hangout space of the Guardians. So we're going to go with the Start Tech floor. The lights should be something futuristic, so maybe something like that I think could work. The walls, that will be tricky, actually. Maybe Tron walls? Yeah, I like that. And then maybe the trim. How about that? Nope. That is way too much. Nope. Ooh. I kind of like that. It's like a nice clean polish, but if I ever want to try to mimic the idea of like a little bit more of a techie feel, I kind of really like the way that looks, honestly. I think that looks cool. There we go. All right, so now we're just going to replicate the exact same idea over here. And it's going to be helicarrier accents. The walls are going to be Tron walls, right? The light fixture will be... Where am I going? I should have gone this way. There we go. The game grid. And then the flooring will be Stark Tech floor. Brilliant. All right. Very cool. Now, this right here will be Star-Lord's room, which we will get to working on in just one moment. But for now, I do want to also redesign this because I think we can. Yeah, okay, cool. And then we will make the trim... do we keep the trim the same? I wonder what this one looks like. No. I'm kind of cycling through them just to get an idea of what we have here. I think that could be kind of cool, actually. Like, change up the trim to that, and then the light fixture could change as well. And actually, maybe, let's see. Maybe there's something cooler. Ooh, that looks sweet. Since this is going to be Gamora's room, I actually kind of like that maybe, too. That's pretty cool. Man, there's so many really cool chandeliers, huh? That's pretty neat. Ooh, there we go. That's what we're going to go for. Now, wall and trim, we're going to keep this... Oh, sorry, no. Wall is the one that I want to change. I forgot. So wall, we will change to maybe Death Star. Nope. We're going back to Tron. Where's Tron? Tron walls, where are you? There we go. All right. So that is pretty cool. So we have our two hangout spots for the Guardians, which we will decorate a bit in just a moment. But for now, I want to actually finish out the rooms for the two characters of Star-Lord and Gamora. So first and foremost, for Star-Lord, I'm thinking maybe something... Trying to think here as to what we want to make it feel like. You know, I feel like it would be something kind of techie as well. So maybe something like that. Tomorrowland accents. And then the flooring... I kind of like the idea of keeping it as Stark Tech floors. Light fixture. Maybe something like that, because everything else he has broken. So that would be a pretty durable light. We do not want to add any rooms right now, so let's get out of there. Now, what I would love to add is any type of like a music player or a jukebox or anything like that. Because, again, obviously, that is a huge characteristic of Star-Lord. As a character, so if we could find something like that, that would be brilliant. It would be really, really cool. I don't know that there is anything like that in the game, but I'm going to cycle through to find out, so we will know for sure in a moment. Let's see. Dining rooms, dining sets. There's like all desks. Is that a music thing? No, it's not. Alright, I'm trying to find something that could somewhat, at least, represent a musical device of some sort. Cabinets, nightstands, and we're cycling again over the exact same things that we have just taken a look at. So, I guess I'll carry on looking at some of the other stuff. Maybe in the decor they will have something like that. So, I'm very, very hopeful. Where's that cool hot tub? Oh, yeah. The Tesseract. That could be really cool to place somewhere. Monsters, Inc. Ooh, that'll be fun when we work on the Disney stuff. I can't wait to build our armory. That's going to be sweet, too. So let's see. I'm trying to find... trying to locate something that is music-related, and there's really not much that is showing up right now. Oh, that's just a treasure chest. The magic lamp. Jabba's Palace drum. That's obviously music related, but we can't just have a giant drum for no reason, right? A keyboard could be kind of cool. But again, we never see like him play any instruments. We just see him listening to music. Like he's a big fan of music. So I don't really see him having an instrument like that. Let's see. Trying to see something. Maybe this, you know what? I actually kind of think that, no, doesn't fit there. I was gonna say maybe like some sort of a treasure that he has stolen from, ooh, you know what? That would be kind of cool. Like the Infinity Glove, maybe, that he has stolen from Thanos or something like that. That could be fun. Star-Lord's Brazier. Brazier? How do you say that? So, since it is Star-Lord related, let's place it somewhere. It looks like a pizza. I thought at first it was like a giant pizza, doesn't it? Looks like a pepperoni pizza. Ursula's Cauldron. Mystery Shack. Cinderella stuff. Ooh, Star-Lord Fine Art. I kind of like that, actually. That does look cool. We do need to remember to leave some room for... what is it called? A bed or something like that, because that would be pretty important. Royal Crown and Pedestal, Cinderella, Icelanders, Megabot. Ooh, I thought it said Terrifying Funk, and I was like, ooh, that sounds like something music related. Stormbreaker, Peter Quill's audio player. Well, that's what we wanted. So where do we place this thing? I guess we'll just place it like kind of here, and then the bed will go over here, I guess, in that corner, right? So why not? There we go. Spider-Man No More, Snuggly Duckling, Terrifying Books, Jellyfish. Not really anything else here that I'm like, ooh, that's really great, you know? If I do see something, I'll obviously try to grab that and use it. Oh, we should have put this. Okay, we'll definitely put this out there, because I think that would be really cool. Let's see. Is there anything else here? Maybe a pillar? Like a giant... No, that's just weird. It's like, why would it be in here? We'll put it in the other room there. Windows, let's see... Something like that would be pretty cool. So just like a window into space. And I don't know if we have anything else that would be particularly nice, but where's that? Oh, Ghost Rider Fire Palace. I was like, or Fireplace, sorry, Fire Palace. That'd be weird if he just has a whole palace that's just permanently on fire. It's like, okay, cool decision making, I guess. Good luck with that. Cinderella, Wendy, Jack Skellington, Rapunzel, Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man. Huh. Was there nothing that was specific to the Guardians? Huh. Okay, that's sort of surprising. I guess we could use that then. Kind of like the way that one looked. The Beast, Nicelander, Ghost, Rancor, Death Star, Echo Base. Yeah, I guess there wasn't. Wow, that's actually somewhat surprising. I'm not going to lie. I thought that there would be something specific to the Guardians. Ooh, we might be able to find an appliance in here, actually, that we want. And when I say appliance, I don't mean like a general appliance. Like, ooh, actually, Game Grid TV. I could totally see him having a ginormous TV in his room. Ah, no, we'll put it in the hangout space again. That's the kind of thing that doesn't have to be in the bedroom here. Just a bunch of computers, which are cool. Let's see, power center, echo base stuff, snacks, a whole bunch of food, different arcade machines. Just a bunch of arcade machines here. Yeah, I don't see anything there. All right, so let's get a bed, and I sort of feel like, I honestly sort of feel like it's probably going to be weird to make that his bed, but I feel like he would have like just a bunk bed like this. There we go. Since he's used to living in a spaceship, I feel like that would be appropriate. So there we go. Pretty simplistic, but hopefully true to the character in some regards. Design. Thank you, Olaf. Let's go ahead and head upstairs now and decide on the layout for the wonderful Gamora. That could be cool. Then for the walls, I think that I'm going to stick with the Tron walls because I actually really like the way they look. So I think we'll stick with... What do these look like? Actually, that kind of looks nice. And then I do want to use just the white trim like that because I think that looks sweet. Flooring, we will adjust that to the Stark Tech floor. And light fixture will remain the same. Okay, so let's get started on building out the actual room. So I think maybe a nice... Actually, you know what? She probably also is used to bunk beds, to be honest, at this point. So we'll go with that. Any other seating? I don't feel like that would be something that Gamora has shown particularly to be a big fan of. Like, hey, yeah, come over. Let's hang out. So I don't feel like that would be very fitting the character. So let's see what else we could find here. Maybe something cool to hang up on the wall. That would be nice if we could find something interesting. No, I don't think so. Yeah, she obviously uses swords as well, so maybe some like swords from like a famous battle that she was in. So that works for the character. Anything else here? What is that? Wind chimes. Ooh, that could be actually kind of cool, honestly. Can we fit those over on the side? Will that work? Nope. No, we can't even rotate them. So is that as close as I can get them to the wall? I think so. Alright, I guess it would have to be good enough. Matt is a Hatter mirror, Imperial mirror. That looks cool. Well, let's use that. Why not? Let's see. Star-Lord, blue sign. Oh, we definitely need to put that up. And this one too. Let's see. Anything over here? Yeah, maybe she got a little bit upset at something. Just smashed up that top corner. She's like, bam! See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Alright, let's see. I want to cycle to more of the tables and such. Is there anything here that seems to work for our design? This is just like kitchen cabinets, basically, so not something we would want to have. Maybe like books for some sort of martial arts or something like that she was practicing, so that would work. Actually, what if we put this right next to it? That would look kind of nice, wouldn't it? And then completed by... Oh, that wouldn't fit. I was hoping that would fit, like, in the corner there, because if it did, that would have been brilliant. That really would have worked so nice, but nope, unfortunately, it doesn't fit in the corner, so... Ooh, maybe this? Oh, no, that's too tiny. Let's see, how close can we put that? Yeah, that's just too small of a build. Maybe that? No. I was trying to see something that would somewhat maybe match up, but it didn't seem like anything was really going to work out in that regard. I do want to put down some plants and stuff. I don't know why. I feel like from when we saw Gamora, she seemed to be like a very kind of spiritual, like, you know, big fan of nature and such. So, again, we haven't really seen much about the character of Gamora. And since I'm going off of the movie designs, it obviously kind of affects our ability to build a perfect rendition or anything like that, because we're just going off of like one film that didn't even have her character developed very heavily. So that's why I'm hopeful that Guardians 2 has a bit more of a focus on Gamora and we get a bit more context about that character. Can we put this in the corner? You know what? I really like the way that that looks. So, wait. No. Okay, wait. Exit spark mode. Where did the... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay. I want to remove that. Or not remove it. Just move it. Like, put it in the corner or something. Is that possible? There we go. Not bad. Now, back to the bed. That's electronics. There we go. I guess I'll put this in the corner first. And then... maybe a little Christmas tree. Ooh, that's a nice Christmas tree, actually. Wow, there's so many cool plants. We need to do that. What is that? Incense? Okay. Jabba's place. A llama. Yeah, I think that's all. I honestly don't want to, like... sometimes you have, like, this weird need to just be like, oh, I should add something else and something else and something else. And then sometimes it's important to just pull yourself away from it and go, like, enough. Like, you've put enough stuff. There's no need to have, like, all this crazy stuff in here. It can be somewhat simplistic. Like, there is no need for it to be crazy, crazy complex. So I think that is good. And now we shall begin work on this area. So first and foremost, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go to, is it an accent and door? And decor, sorry? Or, I said accent and door. Yeah, that's for sure. There it is. Star-Lord pillar. So I want to use these as almost little, like, columns that we have throughout different areas. Whoops. Like that, for example, right? And maybe separating right there. Maybe another one right there, all the way in the corner. No, that'll be too much. Okay, so I think that will be good. A few of these, right? Then, what we will do is, I think I'll make this area over here. Tables and cabinets. This will be kind of their kitchen, somewhat hangout spot. So, let's see. What kind of a design do we want to use? Probably something like this, so it's kind of futuristic-y, right? So we'll put that in the corner. As far in the corner as it will go. And then... can I not put that there? Sort of odd. I wonder why... why are you not allowed to do that? Why can't I have that be even like that? That's weird. Just seems a little strange, because it doesn't seem like there's any logical reason as to why you shouldn't be able to do that. So, that's sort of odd. What is this? Corner cabinet. It would be nice to get this to be actually around the corner, but I guess there's no need to do that. So there'll be one little area right there. Ooh, actually, you know what? I wonder. Where are the... that's windows, that's rugs, electronics, and appliances. There we go. So where's, like, the fridge and stuff like that? We could put one fridge right there. That would be brilliant. Is that up against the wall? No, it is not. Why can't you place stuff against the wall? That is so weird. Seriously, that is really strange to me. Okay, let's put that there then. So that'll be one fridge. And one area. Then we'll put another fridge right there. Another fridge right there. Obviously, it's all 5 of the Guardians here, so we want to keep things pretty cool. And, of course, it also being 5 of them, with one of them being Groot, you want to acknowledge the fact that they're probably going to be eating quite a bit. So that's why I'm trying to build this out in somewhat of a realistic manner. But this is obviously all still fictional, and we're trying to just kind of come up with our own cool rendition for these characters. So there we go. So we have, like, cool counter space everywhere. So I think that will work really nice. Now, the other thing I thought would be really cool if in the middle... I feel like this one might be a little bit small, unless if we can put them together. There we go. Nice. So we'll just put like 5 desks together that will essentially act as the table at which they dine. So I think that will work really, really nice. Now let's see. We need to find some seatings. Whoops. Windows. Yeah, let's put some windows up actually. That would be really nice. Like there. And there. Will that fit in there? Nope. I think if a window could fit here. What? How does that not fit? That looks like it should totally fit. Look at that. There's like plenty of space right there. So weird. Will one fit right there? Nope. It will not. Okay. Let's continue cycling through then. Accent and decor. We'll get to that in a moment. I want to see the seating. Critters, wall hangings. Oh, wall hangings. I forgot. We did want to put up those Star-Lord things. I don't even remember what they were called, per se. What were they called? We will find it. We will find it! It was like Star-Lord something like sign. Like neon sign or something like that it was called. Not yet. Not yet. Wall pictures, billboards, flags. Ooh, what did that say? I saw neon, so I was like, wait, was that it? Did I just pass it? Wow. There it is. So we'll put up a Star-Lord sign right there. And then the next one. Come on. There we go. And a purple sign as well. Maybe even a couple. Wait. There we go. Okay, cool. Now, let's go... Oh, system memory! That's not good. That is not good. Things are getting a little bit crazy around here, I guess. I've placed too many things. So, ghost stool. Why not? We just need 5. It's like... There we go. Perfect. It's like Drax, Star-Lord, Gamora sitting to the side, and then Rocket and Groot sitting next to one another. So it would be pretty good. It kind of tells a good story. All right, so now I think what we will do is we will move over to here. And in here, all I want to do is 2 things. Number 1, I want to put down a cool couch. Let's see. Maybe, No. No, I don't know. No, not that one. Boy, I kind of like that. That's pretty cool, actually. I feel like that's the most fitting, though. You know what? Let's go with this, since we've gone for this theme as it is. So we'll go with that. And then... electronics and appliances. And we will put up a TV. Oh, yeah, we do want to put a little arcade area, actually. So we'll put a few of these. Pinball machine. There we go. And then... let's see. Actually, it's probably in appliances, isn't it? The TVs? Because that's what I'm looking for right now. Where are the televisions? I guess we could use kind of this maybe as a TV. Alright. Let's see. Put it at a good distance like that. And then the last thing I want to do is wall hangings. Yeah, I know we've, I guess, filled up toy creators. Impact us the most. Okay. That stinks. I didn't want to do that, but I guess it has happened. Where are wall hangings? I've passed them probably twice already because I'm like reading what it's notifying me of. So let's go to the posters of different characters. Because that's what we're here for. And let's see. So, where are our guardians? Okay, so we'll put up a picture of Star-Lord. Whoops. Can I put that down? Wow! We can't even put down the pictures anymore. Wow, okay. That's gonna stink. I'm gonna have to adjust some stuff then, because we won't be able to expand further much. That's crazy. I didn't realize how much memory we had filled up on our interior. That is insane. But I guess that's why I said before, I don't want to build it out too much, because if it gets too crazy, then we won't be able to customize it any further. So that's kind of the reasoning why. So that's really, really surprising, I have to say. I wonder if they'll let me still place down some more arcade stuff then. Or at least just some, like, techie things over here in the corner. Nope. It doesn't even let me place down those. Okay, I can place down beds, so... beds for days. Everyone's gonna get a couch, I guess. So let's box that up for now, and I'm going to have to figure something out about how we're going to design the rest of this space because there's still plenty to do, yet we have very low memory, so we're going to need to figure something out, that's for sure. Nonetheless, though, ladies and gents, thank you so very much for watching today's episode of Blitzbox. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, and of course, as always, hope to see you guys here for the next one. Peace out, see you laters, alligators, bye-bye everyone.